Hello. So I wanted to make this video to share you a really cool application that I've been working on. And yeah, so this situation, we want to use the Red Lion LPAX 6 displays. We're going to use this as a serial device, meaning that I just want to write a value to it. I don't want this to think. I don't want this to do anything else. So what I need for this is the LPAX I module that's inserted into this slot, and then I added a Modbus option card with terminals on here. So as you can see, I've got my my plus and my minus serial communication going into this fancy multi-hop multi-hop radio slave, and those serial communications go into the top here to the A minus and the B plus. So I wired it just straight into that, and then I powered it up. And I've got something unique about this radio is that I get this AX1 terminal input, which is a counter input. So I have a sensor here. My white wire is my sensor coming into it. So what that's doing is I'm counting values here. I'm counting how many barrels are coming down the conveyor line. And this radio is actually in charge of storing the values. So we don't have to worry about the fact that it's wireless or it's gonna lag and we're gonna miss something, because this actually holds the counter in the radio here. And then once the signal comes back to from the radio, it will just give out the current value that it's on. So we don't have to worry about missing something because it's wireless. So this is going to go on one side of the machine. So that's pretty much the setup for that side. Now we have this bound to a gateway, to a multi-hop master radio. And I just have this powered, so I'm not doing anything else. I have this on my network, on my Ethernet switch. And then I'm doing Modbus TCP between my Red Lion device. This is a Flex Edge. We usually work with their HMIs, but this one is this is what we had. And so we're going to use this here to write through the web server. We're writing the value from the Red Lion through the DXM very seamlessly to my radio, which is then transporting this over a RS-45 layer, so and displaying the value. So that is the setup here. It sounds a little more complicated than it is, but it works really well. So here is the web server that I created. So notice that I'm counting here. The value is increasing, and you'll notice that it hops a few because I've got my finger waving around in front of it, if I can get it to switch. So yeah, you'll see that it's increasing there. And so if I want to change my value on my display here, and this is just a very simple setup. Obviously we would automate it in some form or fashion to give a value that means something, right, of the count. I don't have these linked, so I'm just proving out the communication. But if I were to write this value in here, I should see it displayed on my LPAX. So here we see that we wrote the values. So anyway, it's kind of a interesting application and it works. So don't be afraid to use our counter radios and our Red Lion displays and come up with some really unique and interesting product offerings and solutions. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.